Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, then subscribe and hit that like button on this video to support my small channel. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming Call of Duty title and what the rumours are, what we'd like to see in it, what I expect from the title, and first I want to ask you guys, what would you like to see in the new title? So comment down below, would you like to go back to World War? Would you like to see Vietnam? Maybe a bit of Cold War? Or would you like a full remaster of a game that's already out? Maybe you guys want that. So let's get into today's video. So the background gameplay is a bit of 3v3 cranked gunfight. So it's not the best gameplay, but it's more of a discussion video. So the first thing I want to discuss is the rumours that are already out around this title. So we're rumoured to have maybe back to the roots, like they always say, back to the roots Call of Duty. And this might be set in the Cold War period, maybe like Vietnam War as well. So this is going to be linked into the Black Ops franchise. But then it's not going to be a Black Ops title, so I think we're not going to see Black Ops 5, which I'm pretty glad of. I mean, we had enough of Black Ops 4. I loved the Black Ops series up to 3. 4 just felt like an updated Black Ops 3, and I just feel like we don't need Black Ops 5 just now. I think it's one of the last things we need in the franchise. So if they do go to a Vietnam period, how do you want this game made? So for me personally, I'd like it like a mixture of Black Ops and World at War. So it needs to be dark, it needs to be gritty, and they just need to take tips from these two games. Just get the balance just in between. I just hope they do not make it like World War II. I mean, World War II sucked. I mean, I don't want to hate on World War II too much, but I played it for a little bit, but I think this game just didn't work. It didn't feel like World War II at all. The maps were way too bright. The guns, they were okay, but they copied so many guns from World at War. I feel like what made World at War so special was there was no gun camos, and this worked in this game so well because the guns were so dark, so gritty. You had limited attachments, but I don't know if they could do it in a new Call of Duty title. There's so many players grind out the camos and it just keeps the game more active, plus not mentioning supply drops for camos, so I doubt they'll get rid of them, but I just wish we could go back to basics and just play Call of Duty like it used to be. So another thing I'd like to mention is if we do go back to a Vietnam War sort of era, is we need better callouts, and people don't realise how much this makes a difference to the game. So listen to this call out in World War II.
Shout! Dog is unleashed! Bomber mission ready for orders. Bomber ready for orders. Combat bombing run ready for target.
I mean, it totally sucks. What is good about that? Who likes that sort of callouts? It sounds like it was recorded in a studio. It just doesn't sound good at all. So listen to this. This is a World at War callout.
Slaughter all who stand in our way. The blood we spill today is just the beginning. The battle is won. Push onward to final victory.
I mean, it just feels real. It feels like you're actually there in the war and he is actually talking to you. So I really hope they update this for the new Call of Duty and make them more realistic than cinematic. That's what I'd like to see. Now I'm going to talk about supply drops. So I don't want to see supply drops in this game or any content that you have to pay for. I'm old school. I don't like buying content. What is the point? The game is already expensive, but I'm sure it will be in there. It's all about the money, and yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. Another thing I'd like to mention is Warzone. So in the latest title we have had Warzone and it's been a great success. I mean, could you guys imagine playing Black Ops 1 in a Warzone kind of setting? Battle Royale on a huge scale with loads of old style weapons. You could have the old tanks in there, the old vehicles, and I think they will definitely be seeing a Battle Royale or even a huge ground war based map in the newest title. I'd also like to mention about the ranking up system in multiplayer. So for me personally, Modern Warfare has the worst ranking up system ever. What is the point in going up to level 155 just to be reset in the next season? What is the point in that ranking system? You may as well just stay at 55 all the time. It just makes absolutely no sense to me at all. So in the next title, I'd like the end goal to please be achievable for normal players like me. I mean, if you've got no other commitments, yeah, we can hit level 1000 or we can do these 155s all the time. But for the normal player, I want there to be an end goal that I can work towards. And I'd probably play the game more as well if that was the case. So yeah, I want an achievable end goal on the ranking system. I can see why they've done the seasons on level 155. I think it keeps the players more engaged, looking forward to new content. But for me, no, I just want to hit that end goal and keep it old school. I want it good for the old school players too. So the next topic I'm going to talk about is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. So would you guys like to see a standalone game in October, November that is just Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? I mean, I probably wouldn't. And that's not me hating on Modern Warfare 2, guys. Please do not take that as me hating on it. I mean, it was one of my favourite ones, and I would love to play it now, remastered, as long as they keep it original. I don't want it to end up like Modern Warfare Remastered, where they added new guns and just totally changed it to take money out of our pockets. But I would like to see it remastered. It could go alongside a new title remastered, but then we'll have a split community again like Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, so I don't think it's a hard situation. But for me, I think they should release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered like just now, 6 months in between games, and it gives you the chance to play the current title or a new game. So I think they should release a Call of Duty Vietnam period game in October, November, then 6 months later release the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I think that's the way to do it, so you have the choice to play it and it doesn't totally split the community when the game comes out. What about another idea? Maybe Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 as a pack remastered. I mean, that would be nearly the perfect game. That would keep me busy for the next year, definitely. And I know that some of you will agree with this. Probably some of you won't agree with it. But if it's to remaster any game for me, it's Black Ops 1, my favourite Call of Duty of all time. But I do love Modern Warfare 2 and I can see the hype, but I'm fed up waiting and waiting and waiting with no confirmation of that game getting remastered. I mean, if you're that desperate to play it, go back and play it on PS3, even PC, and you'll still get the experience there. I mean, I feel like it's a shame we're talking about the next title already. It feels like Modern Warfare is still fresh because they have dropped so much good content into the game. I mean, Warzone only got released a few months ago. Ground War is a great addition to the franchise, and it just feels so soon to be talking about the next one. It really does. I mean, I think they could have got away with a 2-year cycle on Modern Warfare. The only disappointing feature is, I say, the multiplayer ranking system. I just can't deal with it. I just don't play Modern Warfare multiplayer at all. I only play Warzone, which is a shame. Now let's talk about the future of the Call of Duty franchise. I mean, how long can this franchise last pumping out Call of Duties every single year? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for me it's starting to get a little bit old. I mean, we get so much hype for the next one, it comes out, and there's always a lull after it where it's a bit of a disappointment. I mean, there's been no real good Call of Duty in the last 4 to 5 years, and I feel like they're just making them for the sake of making them. And maybe it just needs a 2-year cycle reset or something. Something needs to change in this franchise. It's going to come to a point where people will stop buying them because it's just recycled content over and over. We can kid ourselves with new camos, new skins, but I feel like this can only go on for so long. I mean, where does it end? Do we have Call of Duty 25, 26, 27? It has to end somewhere, guys. Which it does make me sad to say that, guys. I mean, I'm an original player as well. But I just don't want to see the series getting ruined. I want it to stay good and stay how I remember it, but it's already gone downhill, as we know. I just want them to go out with a good title and just leave it there. I mean, what will happen when that happens? The last title gets dropped. Do we keep playing that all the time? Or does the community spread back to their favourite game? I just don't know how that'll work, but they're still making too much money for that to ever happen. So if anyone has any interest and ideas of what you think this will end with, then I'd be interested to know. Drop it in the comments because I have no idea. But I think it's something worth mentioning at this stage. We must be on our 13th title, 14th title. So yeah, drop it in the comments if you know. So that's about it for this video, guys. I mean, it's a bit of a different video, a discussion. It's the first one I've done. So let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, my final opinion is that I'd like to see a Call of Duty Vietnam. And it needs to be similar to Black Ops 1. Same sort of powerful kill streaks, nice gold camos, nice maps. And then in 6 months, release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, in case I don't like it. So that's my hopes. Let me know what yours are too. And hopefully we get something good. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.